Okay, it's the meeting of the Eastham Business Tourism and Promotion Services on May 19th, 2025. It's 2:32 in the afternoon. And present is myself, Jim Russo, Chair. Faith Casarella will be the acting secretary, Kathy Bunnell and Kate Paradise, and Bonnie Nuendel is absent this week. First, let's review the minutes from the previous meeting, which is on the reverse side of this. And you can have a source down or whatever. Whenever you can. I get it.
Yeah. I'm not like.
Motion that minutes be accepted as presented with thanks to Faith. Taking them.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. It's 4-0-0. Summer concerts, Bonnie usually reports on this, and I don't think, does anyone have anything to say in regards to this at the moment?
She said something very briefly to me. It sounded like she's still going after people to return contracts.
That's
Sounds
Yeah,
like it's
that's-
still a little bit, up in the air there.
what I always say is artists
Oh, exactly.
and musicians are the same.
Yes, we love them all too.
A good friend of mine's an artist, and every time they do something, I say, artist. I don't expect anything more.
But you have to be the grounded one
Yeah.
if they're your friend, yes.
Oh, this is a dear friend, so it's. Map, that's, all set.
Let's see,
Um,
budget.
The map,
Oh.
did I mention this before? The
No.
map and street
Mhm.
indexes have been updated in the new guidebook. So that, which will automatically, it will make it available on anytime we print the new map. So the Brittany Way, Jacks Road and Nauset Greenway are all on there, both on the map and in the street index.
Happy Kathy. Happy? Love it.
There was one more,
Another street?
Sandpiper.
You have a memory
Yeah.
like nobody else.
I don't
Sandpiper, which is off of, Route 6. In between, like, where Captain's.
Yeah, down that
Flyers
way,
is
kind of
down
know
that
where
way.
you meet.
It's a new. It's a
Okay.
new road.
Sandpiper Road,
I think-
Eastham, Massachusetts.
I think that Janet Dimitri lives on.
Oh, that's the road that she built for her daughter to be able to build a house.
Right. And it was named Sandpiper after the old restaurant.
Makes sense.
It's not coming up in Google.
It's,
Might
well,
be too new.
there's a green,
And I think she's the only house on it, so I'm not particularly worried
Okay.
about it.
So,
I mean,
I do
ultimately, we
remember
wanna get
saying
it on
that.
there.
so the map design is correlated with the big map design. The guidebook map is correlated with the big one.
Yes,
So that when we go to do the big one, it's
Up to
basically
date.
input.
so when we, like, I could have done another panel for the information booth outside with the new map. But I was running late on getting everything done, and it was like not really necessary,
could be.
but next year, I would suggest that the VSB pays for that one. But that panel,
Okay,
the ad
The
one
street
is
sign
paid
is
for
up.
by the chamber,
okay.
But it looks like it
But-
is in Berlin.
and they'd have to go through the chamber to get it done.
Chamber
I couldn't
pays for
remember.
the ads,
It's
the
like
ad
here.
panel,
Ad panel,
and
the-
we would
the
pay
map
for
panel.
map, pay for map panel,
okay,
okay?
It appears to be Sandpiper Lane though, not Sandpiper Road.
okay,
So I don't know if that makes a difference.
so we need to add
For Lane.
Yeah, Sandpiper
Yeah.
Lane.
needed.
And there is a house because it's being estimated by Realtor and Zillow, so.
Oh, yeah, there's a house.
Oh, I have no idea, I haven't been down, I know what she had told me, but I
Right,
just,
yeah.
any which way. Right now, it's $2 a square foot, and it's 4 by 4, so it's 16 square feet, so it's $32 plus tax plus the thing. So you're talking under $50
Okay,
for their panel,
okay,
okay? So that should be
What
put
is this for?
up at the information booth, there's a big like billboard.
Oh,
So one half has ads on it and all the hiking information.
yes, I've seen that.
And that's paid for by the chamber,
Mhm.
actually, their members, but the chamber. The other panel that the visitor service board is paid for,
Oh,
and that's the map. And,
okay.
and it also has the street, I think the street index is on it and the,
okay.
and historical sites.
Ah, yes,
So does that need to be updated? Is that what you're saying?
The only thing that needs to be updated is these particular things.
Oh.
So I think that's something that you can do next year,
Eventually.
especially given the way our budget is at the moment.
Yeah.
That why bother them with anything? And you could do it anytime.
2026.
I'd say do it for next
Yes.
summer.
Yeah.
And so that when we order for the ad panel,
Yeah.
the chamber will order for the map panel at the same time.
Looks like there's a 10 and a 20.
And that we should
Same.
add another $50. It will run about $50.
For that panel.
Okay,
Based on present prices, so I can't imagine it going up
Okay.
that much.
So we don't have to worry about it until next year.
Right, but at
Great.
least it's in
after July 1.
Yeah.
Before. It's July 1.
So, and that's a budget item.
Oh.
So two houses, or there are two
Two
lots on that?
properties. It looks like one is valued at about 175,000.
So that must be just.
That's a
on-
shed.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot,
Yeah,
just a lot of maybe a quarter of an acre, but the other one is a house of significant value, so.
Oh, that's her house. I bet that's Janet's house.
Yeah,
The-
and I think the other one's
Because
supposed to be
they-
the daughters.
what happened was they stopped access to her property, so.
That's a long story.
Perhaps, go.
Ooh.
I didn't, I
I
don't
so know nothing, I know nothing.
I don't know enough about it to.
We don't have to. We just know that there's a street
There's
and
a-
we will
there's-
add it.
There's
Yeah.
a situation,
And
you know
what? If we don't know and the word gets out, no one can blame us because we
we
did
don't
not
know, yes.
They can blame
Yeah, he's
We
going,
know someone who knows,
yes.
me, any
Right.
which way.
all right,
That's good. That takes us to budget items. We have one thing. I don't have anything else for the budget. After, okay, so sometime this winter, we should look at what there are for maps left to determine if we need to order them for next year.
Are they in the chamber's offices?
There's 4 boxes in the chamber's office.
Okay.
There are 4 boxes in the Chambers storage unit over on Holmes Road.
Are you the only person that knows that? Now, we-
More
now-
people know.
Well, now there's four of us.
okay, so we all
Maureen
know
hasn't a
that.
clue yet, although she went over there today for the first time. But she was concentrating on something else, so whether she picked up the,
I doubt
Okay.
it. Would you?
no,
Just
no,
maybe, yeah,
because there's
yeah.
so much there, and I started saying, well, you're gonna see this over there and this over there. I said, but don't worry about that, any questions we'll take care of.
So, this winter, we can look at that.
And just as a follow-up. We're not there yet, never mind.
If anything else with budget that you can think of?
You just talked about the Cirrus, I guess that would be under new business, the electronic signage.
Okay,
Well, it's all business
Got
now,
that
because
later.
it wasn't.
Yes.
right.
So where are we? We're still on the
Holiday
budget?
plan.
We're moving to holiday plans.
Okay,
And I don't think there's much to do until September.
I do have a question.
Shoot,
Mrs. Claus has already reached out to me,
yes.
wanting to know if she's invited for next year.
Oh, I thought that was a done deal.
I did too.
I just want to make
Because
sure.
I had somebody else come to me and say, I'm a great Mrs. Claus. I'm like, but we got one all set.
Yeah, okay, good, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
She
we
just-
said that prior, because she was so
Yeah,
terrific.
and
Yeah.
she was amazing,
Yeah.
but I think she's just trying to make her plans, and I think.
Yeah,
just
just
made
tell her
feeling
it's
a little
the first
insecure.
Saturday, just get her in.
And so the only thing we need to do is touch base with the rec department to let them know that we're set for that first Saturday at 4 o'clock with Mrs. Santa. And we'd be
Mrs.
delighted.
Claus.
Mrs. Claus, why do I keep doing that? How many times have you corrected me?
It's because we like to say Mrs. Santa. Yeah, we like it.
Any which way,
Her name is Mrs. Claus.
Santa's last
on
name
her
is
birth
Claus.
you're right.
Santa's last name is Claus, so it's Mrs. Claus.
No one ever says Mrs. Joe, Mrs. Dennis, or
No, it's
whatever.
Mrs. Peter.
Unless you're in daycare.
Oh,
So, right.
yes.
So I think that if we just make sure that we're on, I think we are, but I think
Mhm.
just to touch base. If
First Saturday in December, right?
this
Yes.
first Saturday in December.
Okay.
I know it's already on our advertise, that the
Mm-hmm,
carols on the green, I like them, whatever we put on.
Yeah.
It's, oh, thank you. That probably-
That's December the 6th.
What did we call
Carols on the Green sing along.
my phone? Should have been done differently, but
It's fine,
there.
right?
It's fine.
That's no
We
problem.
get the people there. Yeah, but
Fine.
we called it something else last year, didn't we?
We did.
But then there was all the discussion going back and forth with.
Oh, the holiday
wording.
festival, right?
Yeah,
I wanted to do the Festival of Lights and I was told it's cultural appropriation because
What did we call it?
Indians.
well, no,
South
Hanukkah is
Indians.
also.
Yeah, we couldn't.
No,
have-
but what did we actually call it?
That's why, was
The
it still
holiday
like the night?
festival.
No, that's in the morning.
Oh, that's,
Yeah,
oh,
kids.
I thought it
don't
was all
know.
the same day.
I could.
It is the same day, but
But it's a
the-
different event
The free event for the kids
Okay,
with the
is-
cocoa.
no. The free event for the kids in the morning, from 10 to noon, is one event. The chain puts that on.
Mhm.
The
Us, we're.
us from 4 to 5, it was the sing-along, carols on the green.
Last year.
But we had it. I
That's what I'm
thought
trying to say.
We
What is
combined
last
it
year's
with
name?
Light the Night.
But here, right
Like it is.
here, we ended up with Carols on the Green sing-along.
Yeah, but we
Yes,
didn't
I know what
advertise it
that
Let me
like
is.
see
that.
what I have entered in my calendar for last year. See what we call it
I
then.
thought it was Light Up the Night with,
It was whatever, Jim came up with it, it was a fabulous title.
it's probably on my calendar too.
It's not on mine.
Great, I've got the Gay Men's Chorus here. Oh, wait, what's this? Carols on the Green Light the Night
Yes,
/ Night Light the Night.
yes, that's what it was. Thank you. Thank you.
So for advertising purposes, are we gonna go with the sing-along or are we gonna stay with the / Light the Night?
Well, let's find out
liked-
exactly what we had.
What we exactly did last year, I think was a great idea. Everybody agreed on it, the
But
title,
I.
rec
in-
department and us.
Mm.
And I had carols on the green,
Like-
King Bryn camera.
Oh, that's a good title.
That's just, I don't-
Sorry.
If we're talking about the holiday plans, are we thinking of asking Eastham Elementary School chorus to be part of it?
Yes, the Eddie,
No,
not the Eddie
it's two
School.
different groups.
Yes,
But we've always done the Eddie School.
true, but Eastham,
Because it's, but that's because
They're married.
Eastham,
the two
Eastham
people
didn't
are
have
married.
one.
they're married, but Elaine Petrus, the woman from the elementary school that leads the singing,
Oh.
she rounds them up for the event in the morning,
Okay, the Eastham Elementary.
Eastham. So because Christine asked me about it at a meeting last year.
Yeah,
She didn't want them neglected. I
Exactly.
assured her, we don't neglect people. And so, and that's just it, they weren't gonna be at, two events. I mean, they can't round them up.
but we could
Eastham.
ask and they could say no. But just
How
to
long do
get
we
it out.
wanna make it though? Because if we have is it the Nauset Regional High School chorus?
Honor
Honor
school.
chorus, honor
Yes.
chorus, not choir.
honor schools.
Mhm. So I think we need to be careful because it's
Honor
an
schools.
hour-long event, right?
Yeah, but they never
They-
take them.
Oh,
They don't.
Okay, so 20 minutes each,
They
Well, I
chirp
think
a
it's up to
few.
them,
It's
right?
it's very loose.
and it's
Yeah.
informal as, I
Yes,
just
it
said that,
is.
sorry.
Yeah.
Redundant.
But just to invite them and they can say, no, we've got the morning, we can't have the kids. And then we should go to Brewster,
Yes.
the Eddie.
well, that's, I
I
just
know
think
it's
that's
second.
different.
Yeah, it is different.
I think that if Eastham does the morning, that they're happy. I think probably happier than coming at night.
That's a
I mean-
lot of work for little kids, right?
Yeah, and the
Two
parents.
day, and the parents, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I think we just leave it the way it
Well,
was.
I understand where Christine's coming
I do
from.
too.
She doesn't want to leave out the local group. And
And some of
None
the
of us
parents
do.
have mentioned it also.
And, you know, the other.
That's why I just
Yeah,
thought that we
that
should
it's-
extend it,
it's-
but it too.
it's their
Right.
choice. Pick one, we'll work with it. And if we have to bump the husband and wife team,
But they weren't last year, remember?
what?
The wife didn't do the Brewster
Oh,
Elementary.
she's
anymore.
left. She's at a
Right.
different school, so you're right. I
Yes.
forgot that.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I don't remember. What happened,
So
Tom
it's Tom
Ferris.
and
Tom
Stacy
Ferris.
Ferris.
right?
So
Tom was there
What's
with
her
the
name?
honors.
just Stacy.
Stacy.
Stacy
Yes,
was moved to a different school.
oh,
So she's no longer
oh,
head of or a different department.
Okay.
She's no longer doing that.
Mm-hmm.
course. So it's no longer the husband and wife team.
okay.
But
I
that,
forgot all
that
about
gentleman that came was terrific. He's the head of the Eddie School, I guess. now.
But whatever it
And they were
is, I mean, this isn't,
Jeff.
this is an Eastham event.
Right, that's why we should ask the elementary school.
Yeah,
We
and I
get
think
it.
it's Eastham, yeah, and,
But you're missing the point.
Yeah.
They're already doing the Eastham, or they were
in the
doing.
morning,
Yeah.
So, and they're not gonna do both.
they can't. It would be horrible
too
for the
much.
parents and the
A couple of
kids.
years ago, they didn't even have.
Right,
Well, no, she couldn't round them up.
Couldn't round them up.
right. So I think we, and also since we have so much change happening, maybe we do what we did last year, and then if the powers that be and all of us together in a room decide to change it the following year. Great, but let's not try, let's try not to change something that's working
I
right
agree.
now.
Well, I don't care, and I mean, I understand where everybody's coming from. It's
I
an
just
East
think
Cam event,
invitations should be extended, that's all,
Then-
to the elementary school.
then we can't. How are you gonna, then who's gonna, so it's too bad for the chamber about getting somebody for, we have to pay for.
No, no. Chamber
They
will
won't-
have
They
the
won't do
first.
both.
Well, let's see. Because that was the question, because the parents' approach said, that isn't a big problem.
Why don't wanna we table this? Because we can,
Because Elaine was the one that made it. I have never spoken to a parent. Elaine
It's just in
Otrus
passing too.
was the one that told me that, you know, she could do both.
What are the chances that if they were invited to do the afternoon, they might drop out of the morning?
Well, that's what Jim said.
right,
Oh,
Then we're gonna leave.
And then we're without,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just leave it the way you explained, we just, if there are changes that need to be made. This group is gonna be going through big changes.
We'll take the heat.
40% of us are changing,
Hmm?
and then there's the loss of someone who resigned.
How good is your
The face.
peripheral vision, Jim?
I don't know if anybody resigned. We never were alerted. We never got anything.
Who said something about resignation?
Nobody that
I never heard a thing about it.
I don't think we've gone to new business yet for this. Um,
Okay, so we're just tabling it. We're
Yeah,
not
I think we
not
just,
doing, well,
can
it's
talk
it's
about
so
it.
early.
well, no, I think it's good to have the discussion because now we need to advance from here on how we're going to do this.
Mhm.
So it's something that's gotta be looked into.
We'll go to-
doesn't Morton know about that Albert?
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious, because it took me months sitting in this committee, they're all talking about Fat Albert. and going,
What the heck?
I don't wanna seem stupid, but what's a Fat Albert? And then I'm thinking.
And how come he
it's-
never
It's a
shows
person
up
and
at
he
our
never
meeting?
shows
Yeah.
up.
And I thought maybe Fat Albert
How
was on the
rude.
green.
How
They
rude
do
these
talk
people
about
are.
this.
I thought he was on the green, and then I'm thinking, hey, it's Fat
That's-
Albert.
well, yeah.
So I
Okay.
finally
where are
learned, it took me 3 years.
The holiday plans that we didn't think that we had anything to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we're
But
still there.
Decor and
Okay.
Lighting
Well,
is
no,
Fat
I-
Albert.
So I just think that that's one thing that needs to be addressed, otherwise,
We can,
and that we should just notify the rec department that we'd like to partner with them.
okay,
Okay, who's the we? Who's gonna be?
I'll do the rec department,
DPW.
All right.
because I had done that.
And I'm-
no,
yeah,
rec
and I'm
department,
I'm
rec
dealing with
She has a particular
DPW.
in with them.
Yes, she
And I have
does.
the in with DPW.
Which-
They-
Excellent.
Boy, and I met
And I
Sarah,
have
what
not.
a nice person.
Isn't she great?
She's terrific, and I
I
told
will
her,
Sarah?
Narati.
Oh, yeah, I know. And her husband's running for library board.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good. See, people are
They,
getting.
they have the dogs, the nuts dogs. Well, one of them's nuts. Oh. Delightfully nuts. Delightfully nuts. Okay. Right.
okay. Decor and lighting,
Fat Albert.
oh, to light him.
Yes.
Ah, okay, so presently, there are several strands of colored, multicolored lights.
but they're not lit.
No, they're not.
Well, they're unplugged. Because we took, I unplugged them. Elaine brought, yeah, Elaine. What's her name? Linda brought the cord and the extension cord plus the timer. to the chamber office. It's about to go back to the booth to be stored there, because that's where it should be used.
Okay,
But any which way, if you wanted to light the rest of the year, we should purchase white lights. Right.
I thought we had.
That was my question.
Recognizing,
Please give me the dates, multicolor. The multicolor lights are for what? Post Thanksgiving through New Year's?
I'd say just before Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Like
so
when you
second
When
week.
most people decorate, we don't decorate till after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so second week, November.
Yeah.
End of second week
Oh,
of
that's
November
DPW?
through, yeah, I just want to make sure we
I don't-
have this.
I didn't know that. I thought it was
documented.
chamber.
It is,
Is the
well,
chamber?
well, we could get the DPW, they do all the other decorating, so maybe we should talk to them about them.
And the multicolored
And
lights are up
especially where we
through,
have Sarah, we
right,
just have to buy the lights.
right, if we buy the lights. So like the end of the second week in
It's gonna be
November
the-
through. New Year's?
Yeah, they go.
Like the 15th.
January. Our team in January, if they can unplug
January
one string and plug in
15th.
the other.
Ish. So what I'm thinking is,
Added to the list of the banners?
yes, because I'm thinking that January 15th-ish. If we could change the lights over to white lights, it would be really pretty.
Yeah.
On that dark corridor
Year round.
Yeah,
year round.
Would
yeah,
be a
we had
blast.
discussed that
Yes.
prior.
Okay.
So,
Year round, even in the spring and summer?
yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
Well, at
I'm
least
not
at
questioning,
least
I'm
at
just-
night,
yeah,
wouldn't it be
just
pretty to have,
clarifying.
you know, it
Yeah,
doesn't get
yeah.
dark till after 8, but.
It would be
Um,
like
really
it.
pretty.
But
Like it.
that was the original thought.
Yes.
Okay.
And we just haven't.
I
quite
can make
made
that
it.
happen, when I know.
Excellent,
Do content.
excellent, good idea.
so
It
we
was
would
the
need
thought
to
of having to
purchase.
put them up, but you know what,
We
because
have
they
to.
put
We
them
don't
up
have
on
any money.
everything else.
Why
No,
not?
we will,
2026.
we're gonna have new money coming in.
Really?
Mhm. Yes,
You voted it in.
it's in a.
Believe it or
Oh, I
not.
was there.
It's
yes.
in a different bucket,
Yes.
as they say, trust me.
Okay, so you will contact Sarah.
I'm gonna take care of that, and I'll be the
Thanks.
conduit to the DPW, if you will be the conduit to the rec department.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay. Anything else for decor and lighting that you want to chime in? I would suggest, talking about decor and lighting, that we look at the string lights that are in the gazebo,
Mhm,
that frame each one of those window openings,
mhm.
to see if they need to be replaced. Takes about 10 rolls, I think, I forget. But somewhere along the line, I measured it. And I probably,
10 strings.
sorry.
yeah, of 100. But I need to look that over. And you might want a different light.
They
I
look
mean,
fine.
these were they always looked good and they were inexpensive.
They look really nice.
Um,
So they just have to be checked out to see if they're working.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do that?
yeah,
You
He's not
just
gonna
said-
be
you
around.
just
I
said-
said, I suggest that
Yes.
you.
I forgot to suggest.
I'm a sneak
I'm
one
covering you.
past.
I'm
But-
trying.
Meanwhile, we've got the gate shacks still with lights, right? That we have to take down.
yeah.
that are about to go to the
No,
beaches?
because they go to the beaches, they're probably already taken care of.
You think they've already taken
Yeah,
them
I
down?
think that we just,
You know,
We
I
leave that
forgot
alone.
about them and I forgot I could have gone over there to look at them, to
Um,
see if that was.
No, they have new ones.
do we-
Like 5 new ones.
would it
Oh, really?
make
The
sense?
text.
I wonder what size they are.
What's what's the lighting plan
Oh,
for the
no.
windmill for the holidays?
Just because they had to replace.
So the old
Because it
ones, I
could be
hope
the
get
same one
stored
as the
with the
chamber.
lights on them.
I mean, as
Just
the,
trot 'em
as
out
that
next
Albert.
No,
Christmas.
because they wait till the last minute. They
Okay,
would-
all right, that's all I needed to know. Thank
You
you.
know,
Probably
and,
gonna
and maybe
destroy
it does
the
have to wait till the end,
I
but
bet
not
the ones that
because,
never
but I would
picked up.
request that it's done on like.
Well, I've seen the
weekend
Ocean
rather
Beach
than
ones,
that.
they're
What I'm gonna
nice.
do.
Because they wait till
Well, they're
it's,
No, that's why I was
That's
asking for one
federal
clarification.
funds.
That they're,
We're on
yeah,
the
and they're
same
building
page.
them. They're quite
They're
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Are we moving to banners?
we can.
So I will reach out
I
to
think
Sarah
I think
again.
we're done with the decor and lighting.
Um,
Are we?
Yes.
the ban,
Just one thing, like the welcome to Eastham signs. I mean, at the northern end of town,
Uh-huh.
those lights don't work, do they? I mean, there's not much of a presence there. I mean, we keep talking
But
about this,
that's-
the lights don't work.
is that our purview or is that DPW?
No, that's, that, first of all, the signs did not come with lights.
Right.
We. Bonnie has tried to install solar lights there,
Bonnie and Don.
Bonnie and Don, and they're never very bright. And because of the shade on that side from like noontime on,
Mm,
There,
mm.
Yeah.
right end.
Yeah, it's a north face, so it doesn't get much.
that,
So a lot of foliage there.
yeah,
And we don't have any access to electricity there, right?
No.
There's no.
no,
I
not to make a
think
deal
no
with a
solar
home
or
there.
Nothing.
I think we let that one go until we deal with, I love the idea that you came up with last night with the lighting
What was that?
by the green.
Oh, the electronic
Oh,
signage.
that's different.
And if we get one of those.
No, but this is,
Welcome
she's
to-
talking about at the, by
I
the
know.
drive-in. Oh, we're not gonna put one of those there.
No, well. No, wouldn't it be,
No, because they're already coming from Provincetown,
And
you
you-
know, they're.
And it's,
their own
the sign is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd kind of leave it.
yeah,
I mean,
It's
it's
just a
all
small
carved
little
and
welcome,
everything.
it's
It's
not
carved by a
a-
local
I
guy.
think people are just excited that they go from one lane
To two lanes.
And the police are there going,
I
got my ticket full cow.
At the end of the month, watch out.
It's all month long.
Actually, they're at the other side, watching everybody race down to, because they
They
wanna
wanna
be the
be
first
first.
one.
Yes,
It's-
yes,
And
and
then,
know it
and,
well.
and there's always the one that wants to be first and then goes 40 miles.
Oh. Oh, don't you wanna,
Uh-huh.
I go 40.
you do?
I do. I
Do you
put
let
my,
people buy?
yeah.
Good. Some people don't.
I always let people buy.
How fast do you travel in the one lane section from Dennis to the rotary?
As fast
Fast as I
can.
can.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I know
I-
someone that does 35 and she won't shoot.
I think
Oh,
you could be arrested for that.
You should be arrested for
Yeah.
that.
The speed limit really is the speed
That
minimum.
creates road rage.
Yes, it does.
And
Yeah,
somebody doing
but
that
She's
really,
teaching
Yeah.
people a lesson.
I'm so conscious of
She's
that.
even said,
do
I teach people
47
a lesson, they
58.
need to slow down.
the lesson is she's gonna get
43,
something
44.
because
That's
somebody,
the top.
I know, I have
I've
all I
seen
can
too
do to
many
control
people
myself.
pulled over.
It's like, I wanna ram their car, except I'm too worried about my
Oh, I
car.
have,
Because
I
You know,
have.
three miles below 50. I have,
Oh,
that's
I
my
can't
state.
figure that out.
Never been pulled over.
When I,
And
I
once
would
I
have
get out
flunked
of
my
this
driver's
town-
test.
Oh, yeah, let it out.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
but
okay now. Just
Please,
go.
Jim, I'm so conscious.
Okay,
All right.
so the banners,
Banners, yes.
I will reach out to Sarah again. I am disappointed that they're not up and we're getting towards summer season and
Which is supposed to be up. We don't have the right ones up right now.
as far as I know, the Welcome to Eastham banners that were supposed to go up on the Route 6 corridor, the ones
Oh,
we
you're talking
decided
about,
on.
you're talking on Route 6.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yes.
new ones.
Oh,
in
oh,
front of the-
okay, okay.
Oh, no, they're not.
I've been, she told me that the hardware is all set, but there's a pole or two that needs to be switched out, but
right, by the time
They
they
were-
switch it out,
By the
mean,
state?
it's not by the state, it's by the utility company.
Oh.
But as you
right.
can see, they'll put in, you, just on this road, you'll see a pole that's straight and one that's leaning over, and they leave both in, they put the replacement.
Yeah, and
there
they don't
the other
take the
just
old-
sits there.
But the other piece of it
Mhm.
too is that, and you guys all know this, but I'm saying it for the record.
Yeah.
In order for them to put up these banners, there has to be a police detail, understandably. For safety for the people putting up the banners, so. I
Before
really have
Memorial
been-
Day would be nice.
Right, I've been urging them to get it, I was hoping it would be done by the end of April, and here we are in May. So I will reach out to her again, and shake the tree a bit, but I wanna be really nice about it because. It's important that we maintain that good.
How about
relationship.
the ones on Samoset
Well,
and,
we can,
I-
I'll say at a
haven't
minimum,
looked.
can we get those done, please?
have you looked? I haven't. even looked.
No,
A bracket, haven't looked at it.
And we passed them to come here.
Yes, we did.
so I will,
How
and I'm too
observant
busy
are you?
watching the road. Okay, so I will get in touch with Sarah.
Can you follow up? Again, Kate is in charge.
Oh, Kate is the conduit.
I like in charge.
Okay. Moving on. New business. Well, I'm resigning.
But I was,
That's not new business, that's old business.
No, he's never really.
And there's nothing on
announced it.
here that
resigned
said,
before.
there's nothing
So-
here that says,
I am in the process of retiring from my position at the chamber. And I
Very
just need
slowly.
I just need a break from all the committees that I've been on for a while. And then, possibly I'll be back, but
oh,
if I'm needed.
I make a
want-
motion that we not accept Jim's resignation.
I second.
I third.
You get that choice. This is not a democracy.
You're outnumbered.
Yes, it is. This is a democracy.
But he noticed he left the door open for committees that he finds pleasant.
Right.
Well,
Right.
I do love this committee. I really do enjoy it. And
So
I,
why
and
don't
I
we
wouldn't
stay?
mind doing, because
He needs a break.
I need a break. Somebody else needs to deal with town hall for a while. I get frustrated with it. I don't personally feel the cooperation or understanding of what this committee means. They're doing it because it's mandated by the state. And yeah, they've given us a little more, but to think that we've really never, added, built any, much more than what was originally put in there after all these years, is a little discouraging. And, I just think that maybe somebody else needs to be the conduit with, and maybe, who knows what will happen with a new administration, because that's gonna change in the
Yes,
next
that's
year or
gonna be
two.
changing.
And is that year and a half? What's the time frame
I
there?
don't know.
She
It's a year,
hasn't
a year and a
said,
half.
she hasn't said.
Because it was said on
But-
candidates night.
Oh,
a
yeah, they
year,
only
year,
were-
a year,
Yeah,
no,
with Jerry.
year and a half.
You know,
Yeah. So
I'm just looking at the town charter for a second.
So this is your official announcement. You are resigning,
yes.
but you're open to eventually coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You can, don't put that in the minutes.
Oh, it's not,
Kate
it's
said
recorded.
by me, I got that already.
You're online,
It's
you're
there.
being recorded.
Well, Jim, you're really appreciated and we thank you
And
for
I've
your
enjoyed
service.
I really
Seriously.
have enjoyed it. I think we've done some fun things, and
Yeah.
we've certainly had a great time meeting together.
We have.
Yes, and I'm
Okay,
sorry
so we
that
thank you.
Bonnie couldn't be here today.
Mhm,
Yes,
I know.
indeed.
So it's effective this meeting,
I think so.
So,
so we could still maybe.
well,
make
no,
that
because the
June.
fiscal year doesn't end until June 30th, so there's.
You can resign
Could do with the
anytime.
price of
Okay, fine.
They
but,
haven't gone up. yet.
I do want to say that Kathy's and my terms end June 30th.
But you
She
Agreed.
has
Agreeing up,
she's
yes.
re-upping, and I
Right.
have not
You
let
have
them know,
not.
but I will re-up. I think
Good.
it's important to have the
And you've taken the ethics test?
3 times because I failed twice, no.
Oh,
Because
Just
I'm
go
on
to
the,
summer
I'm on the
school.
finance committee
Oh, right.
yes.
and I'm also the
So
chair of the
luckily for
search
you, you
committee.
only have to take it once
Right,
Yes.
for the year.
well,
Once is
every
enough.
other year we take it,
Right.
so.
Mm.
Everybody, all of us.
Everybody has to.
Yes.
I
And,
did,
you know, I think it's so interesting about acceptance of gifts, that, you know, no gifts valued at more than, what is it?
$25.
Yeah,
How come that doesn't go up with inflation?
I think it did go up.
Yeah,
I do think it's more than 25.
no, it's 25.
because I know that we tried to give something to
Yeah, we
um,
couldn't.
Sheila, because I asked her to be a keynote speaker for her, and we did the same with Jackie. And I don't remember, and we always give them some sort of, gift, you know. I think we ended up just giving a baseball cap. But we had other things that we would have, it would have been nice if we could have given a bigger gift,
Yeah.
but the value,
Mm.
you know.
Mhm. So,
Oh, I know,
yeah, so,
because Jim has resigned.
Right.
Effective, which he doesn't.
and this has nothing to do with the town.
The visitor service. board?
Yes,
no,
it
no,
does.
no, something else.
So anyway,
Okay. So you may be at our next meeting or you may not.
I'll either am or not. I mean, if I resign,
Well, that's what I'm asking. When is it effective?
Well, so Jim, if
what's
we,
for the calendar for June? For
Let-
goodness sakes.
yeah, I think if we just sort of.
And I don't wanna say
advice.
something and then find out
That's
that
what
I'm
the
going
next
to,
question.
If we need advice,
hang on.
May recall
This is
upon
May,
you.
this is June. So the 23rd of June would
Yes,
be our next meeting.
yes,
Isn't that here again?
yes.
It is here.
And
At 2:30 again.
2:30.
Okay, tentatively. Let's say that that'll be my last meeting
okay.
and I'll
Okay.
resign at that meeting.
All right.
How's that? Do you wanna scrap
Or
the
Okay.
notes?
you're giving us a 30-day notice now.
Whatever. I'll wait till I read what Faith puts in there.
Yeah, I'll say Jim is
Then
eventually.
I'll edit it.
Yes,
Which, so I
Tell me, what
edited
is our
what you
next
gave
meeting?
me. I put it in yellow
Yes,
because it's like,
June
Jim,
23rd.
somebody needs to pick this job up.
Here at 2:30.
Yes.
But I do have a list of.
well, that's
others I
why at the
haven't
last meeting
contacted.
I kept saying, and you are gonna, because I asked
So
pointed questions and you said yes.
I just sounded pointed to you, but I was like out there. Don't listen to me. Okay,
You're our leader.
so I have.
So
I
we
mean,
have
for-
next, okay. So. Will you get the minutes that we just passed to the town hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
will do.
I have another question which I have to go back to because I think it falls under the summer concerts.
Mhm.
The banner that we put up,
Yes.
you haven't,
That is. That should be in the chamber storage area.
on Holmes Road.
Yes.
Okay. Holmes Road. Okay.
And. Oh, good, I thought I was gonna get away without putting that on. I don't even have a key to that anymore. I just gave it up.
Well, we have, because our first concert is June
That's okay.
30th.
That's okay. I can,
The Navy.
I'm sure I can get Ray to. He delivers our guidebooks and he also works in the information room and he's got a truck.
Okay,
There are two 10-foot long 2x4s and 2x4s there. Plus these brackets, I've got a. And it's a crazy thing to install. I think if I install it with Ray, then maybe you can get Ray to put this up. After that,
Okay, maybe I ask who Ray is, what's Ray's last name?
Ray, SHU,
SHU
PE,
P
P is in Peter,
E
NIS.
and then
So Shapenis, thank God he's like 6'6", so I'm sure that growing up, no one really gave him his hard time as you're expecting.
You imagine having
No.
that name?
No.
No, I can't.
I
think
know. Oh,
Can you imagine taking that name
No.
as a
I would-
bride, as his wife?
I would change.
His life
the
was hell
name
as a
to-
child.
I would.
And he
change
would-
some of those
So-
vowels,
He's
the
a
other
great-
vowels.
he's a-
so you're gonna ask
Very
Ray
nice guy.
to-
Shekinah.
I'm going to see, I think it would be better if he assisted me in getting it up. But this is another reason why it would be nice to advance that other sign, the digital sign. I spoke to Amy about that. She said, that sounds great. She said, and I said, I think that the CPA, she said, absolutely, it's right, it would be perfect for Ekman. She goes, absolutely, I think that that would be great. I said, well, we have to make a presentation to the board. She said, no, actually, you want to make a presentation to CPA first,
Oh,
which I was surprised at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
because if that will take a
They-
whole year.
Well,
I know,
no, they
I-
vote
I
to
take
approve
the
it.
whole
Okay,
year.
first for funds.
Just,
Oh,
because there's an
funds.
application, there's all kinds of things. You have to go out and get
With
bids.
app,
Well, that's, yes.
then
I get that. And
selectmen,
that's why I've got to look at those other companies, because we talked about that. We were aware that we
Mhm.
needed to get bids.
town hall.
Yes,
So,
So I think it's gonna be great that you're here next month so that we can finish off a lot of this.
so I think,
and Bonnie, I bet would be here.
Yes,
we need to get more information on who applying for CPA funds.
I can get that information for
Who's on that board?
Cass is on.
Is he really?
Mary,
Oh, so you know,
Oh.
Mary Shawn?
Mary Shaw's the
okay.
chair.
But, and
um,
Mary is also the chair of
Finance.
the finance committee, so.
Yeah, but this is different.
I
So-
know, I
Yeah,
know,
but the
oh, I
finance
know.
committee apparently doesn't have much to do.
But we
other
just have
than
to
approve
find out
approve,
where
you know,
this
voting.
sign, what it would fall under. Because it's certainly not historical, it's not housing, it
Recreation,
could be recreation,
and it's,
outdoor recreation.
it, those are the three things, recreation and housing and other school. I know, I don't remember because I never really used it, reason to use it.
Okay,
And I'm always thrilled, but what shocked me was reading from that section 9, article 9, that we don't even use all those funds. And so I don't know if that's true or not true.
It isn't true.
It's
there,
what,
there is such an application and there's, certain pockets of money and percentages that you have to.
So which
Hurdles.
committee are we talking about?
Community
CP
preservation.
Community
preservation.
Preservation, it's the CPA Act,
Yeah.
which is the,
But which committee does it fall under?
well, we're thinking recreation.
Let me go to boards and commissions.
It's,
I should
Amy
know
seemed to,
this.
Amy seemed to say, oh, absolutely, that would
Yeah.
be fine. So I mean, we can always ask Amy where to put it.
Mary and,
Oh,
who is that guy?
Casper.
Yeah, but he could tell me in a flash, but
Yeah, we don't need it for this.
Yeah.
I am coming to.
I'm not gonna write any of this down.
No.
But I think we need to figure out who.
But there's an
Yeah.
application process, there's also different meetings with the different committees that you go under. And then they have to, vote on it,
Okay.
that part. You have to have all your bids. I'll get an application form and bring it to the next meeting.
It's probably online.
That's what I'm going
Oh,
for
it
right
is,
now.
yeah,
If it's on,
I have all,
if it's online, I can
okay,
download it at home and at least look it over.
yeah, it is on,
So I get an idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, they've got everything.
Isn't the
on there.
yes,
Community Preservation Act Committee?
yes,
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so
Mary and, what's his name? He's the head of the zoning. or planning
zoning board of appeals.
What's his
um,
name?
I'm
Bob,
looking.
he's
Bob
terrific. He's a really,
You're right, but is he on planning? He was on some committee,
Planning board, probably.
planning,
well, anyhow,
and it wasn't Dave Hobbs, he was chair
He's
of
on
the
it.
committee.
he's on the CPA.
Oh, he is also,
So yeah, Davis, yeah, he represents. Ah,
oh, so it's a different group on each one of these four things?
yeah, you
task
have a
forces.
representatives. That are appointed by the different counties.
Boards and committees.
So Jim, are you able to send us links to the other competitors for Cirrus?
After I make contact with them.
Okay.
I mean, we have the information on Cirrus.
I should know all this stuff.
I have the name of a few other companies.
Mhm.
One is Miracle or Macro or whatever, I don't know. And they say that they're all US based,
Oh,
which was surprising after Cirrus said we're the
that's
only
their,
US. Well, but being based in manufacturing is two different ideas.
that's right.
So let me find out, let me get some of the dirt on some of these people.
Okay,
And I'll be able to report on this at the next meeting.
so we
Paul
can,
Lag, Paul Lag is the staff person,
Coordinator.
planning guy.
planning, he's the community development director for the
Right.
town and the town
Right, but
planner.
he's just the director. I mean,
Right.
He just,
The select
That's
board
it.
liaison is Jamie Dimitri. And the members are Mary Shaw, Dan Koppelman,
Dan Copple,
Dan
they,
Koppelman.
they're,
Joanna Buffington, Janet Benjamins, Eileen Morgan,
they're.
Mark Herman, Edmund
Marcus is.
Casarella, I wonder who that is, W. Davis Hobbs, and Elaine Lipton. They're all the members.
Big committee.
Yeah,
Well.
Oh,
it
it's
has-
divided by the
It's
four areas.
divided by the areas.
but it's also 9 seats, and when they meet, this is what I've been hearing, because with search, when things come to an end, we have to maintain a quorum.
Yeah, I
Particularly
might
with-
stop in and see Paul Lag.
He's
That's the
terrific.
best idea. He's.
And
Oh, I know.
who works for Paul, is it Stacy? She's the one to ask.
Paul Ladd would be the person to coordinate all of this with, because he can fast track stuff.
I can find.
He's great.
Would you consider being on a board or a committee as a volunteer?
For a year, I'm gonna repeat myself for a year, which is only gonna extend it. That I'm not going to take on any committees.
It extends by a month.
There you go.
I hear you.
At least we have you.
I
on
see
Zoom.
you when I hear you. Yes.
That's
But
what
if
I
we
was.
know where you
considering.
And
live.
happily, don't
Yeah.
worry.
You know
And-
where he lives.
And
I
Bonnie
don't.
will be back.
So
So
you know
something
what you know what?
happens, didn't
I woke
plan.
up this morning and I said, gotta ask Jim, because I need the flyers to post and all that for all the concerts. So I said, Jim has the key.
Oh, and I can,
I
but
said, can we have permission? Do I have to
Flyers.
talk to,
so
do I have to talk to Maureen and ask her?
do me a favor, send me.
That windmill weekend, that was my next thing.
Okay, so hang on.
No, yeah.
No,
hang on.
These are our concerts.
I should let you know that you should be emailing me, if it's not already, at Jim Russo @hotmail.com.
Oh, I think I have that.
And I don't know, it might be on this particular list.
Yeah, you've started using it. on-
Did I?
When I
Yeah.
asked you if you would go out with us after this, I used your Hotmail account.
Okay, because, and I haven't
What I
decided,
noticed.
I'm so used to the Google, but I've been using this, but the Hotmail, I've been using it forever.
Do you have a Ring doorbell?
But I'm kind of wondering if
that's
I
right,
might
but
just
that
change
was
everything to my Google account.
I thought you.
Because I have a Google email, I'm not.
Jim
then I probably
Russo
won't get as
at
much junk.
It said. it's
But right
Hotmail.
now, it's knocking everybody out.
Jim Russo at
What the heck's
Hotmail?
going on? Jim Russo @hotmail.com.
hotbabe.com.
Oh, same thing.
It's got hot in
I
it.
sent that to a friend of mine at Hotmail. She goes, "Oh, you wish." I'm like, nice.
Just read the very top line about when applications and what year.
Oh, like,
Yeah,
tomorrow,
27.
as far as I'm concerned,
It's
October. So that's gonna be a summer project.
right.
Okay.
And that'll be
We'll
for
get going.
fiscal year
We'll get going.
27.
Okay.
Can we talk about Windmill Weekend? Do
Sure.
we have an involvement in it? Cause I
No,
know I saw you and I didn't know which hat you were wearing.
That was chamber.
we were there for the chamber.
Okay, never mind. I just wanted to make sure, because I have taken care of the search committee and I'm not getting a response. She doesn't respond to email. So,
Who, the head of the windmill committee? Is that Jerry? Is she?
No,
no, I wish it was.
you're talking about the search committee, no?
No, I'm talking about, we have
Oh,
to
the
have a
Windmill
presence
Weekend
at
people.
Windmill Weekend.
Oh,
The
On the
search
green.
committee
Yeah.
On the green.
On the
Yeah.
green. And
oh, and you
what
can't.
happens is that you email Windmill Weekend at whatever it is.
Mm,
No
And
one gets back.
no one gets back to you.
I get those calls every day.
Is she the chair though this year? Cause Joanna was, right? Joanna Stevens, but now it's.
Joanna
No,
was-
there's someone that does the Windmill Weekend. She's the organizer. She has been for years and she just.
Rhonda,
Oh, oh,
yeah,
Thank you. Is that what it is?
yes.
okay, I didn't.
She doesn't.
Oh, okay.
And I have her direct email that I can give you.
It's just annoying.
I know. Tell me, didn't you wonder why I need a year off?
You know, it's, if you get an email requesting and you're part of the town, you know, at least confirming I got your email, yes, we'll have a space for you.
And the thing that can happen is, it's been reserved, but you don't know that, and then when you finally do get through, they say, why are you worrying? Of course, we
Well,
reserved a
that's,
spot for you.
and
Right,
treating
that's
you
what
like you're
happens.
silly.
Just put it in writing.
Yes, yes.
Rhonda,
Say yes
not
to that.
Rhonda.
Put it up.
Rhonda, 508 255 1406, but let me see. Her work number is 508 255.
I don't wanna call her at work.
I know.
So sorry.
Contact.
Oh, for goodness sake, you know, people are so freaking intrusive. This is a guy who's been stalking my family because he wants to know how my mother-in-law is, and it's like,
Okay, her email, Rhonda at, this is her personal email. Rhonda at Garen,
Is your,
GARRAN.
TEES.
Is this her
Dot com.
business?
Oh, guarantees, it's a company. Yeah,
And it used to, I don't know if she still has it, she used to do t-shirts and stuff.
still.
Sounds like it. Okay, so her work number is 255.
8860.
she
And I will say
Yeah.
that Gergana Alexieva has,
Yeah.
you know,
Shoulder.
separated herself.
She was lying on the
Because,
floor
well,
for
she's
8
working with it,
hours
but she.
in her pajamas. She fell early in the morning. I didn't find her till the afternoon.
There's another one, Rhonda Garen. Yeah,
Then she's
MSN.com.
hospitalized. She gets COVID in the hospital. They put her in a COVID room. No visitors, no light, no window. She was stuck
GARAN.
away. It was very bad.
MSN.
Mentally, it was very bad for her. She was 96.
Dr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
Poor little thing,
knows.
poor little thing. Then she develops pneumonia.
Would you please confirm that you
Yeah.
got my email?
It knocked the wind out of her.
I am writing on
I
behalf of the
guess,
town
I
of
don't know
Eastham.
how I missed all that.
Story of my life.
Yeah,
Was it in
I
the
totally
obits?
understand.
she didn't want an obit. I did a great obit for
I
her.
know.
And
It
she
says
said,
But
I'll
I've
get you.
Now I've
I
been
will
here
get
so
you
long
from
that I don't
wherever I
know,
am.
is it
Yeah.
the same
If you
everywhere?
do that to me.
No,
It's
it's
She
not.
and her husband were
It's
very
like
private.
RSVP.
You
People
couldn't
just
even
show
pry
up.
details out of her when she graduated from nursing
We're
school.
inviting you to a wedding. Please
Sorry.
RSVP.
Straight.
Well, I didn't know I had to RSVP.
Oh. It's.
Okay,
All right.
um,
So
Any
it wasn't
further business,
part- that
folks?
wasn't- yeah.
Any
No.
further
No.
business?
No.
Kathy, Faith, Kate,
No, we're
Jim?
just-
No?
I
Okay.
move we
We're excited.
adjourn.
Okay,
Kate, second,
I second.
second, and it's now 3:31. There you go.